So, leverage does take advantage of, which makes sense. Some of the first things that we did in the mastery step was to create the vision that you have for the business, the vision, the mission, culture.
Himmelblau.
Dave Verbeten. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for joining us again. Owner and senior coach for Peak Performance, action coach, business coach. You'd say, well, Dave, we're talking leverage. Isn't that sort of mechanics and stuff? And I said, well, it is. But unless you have your entire team on board,
right,
then it's a fruitless exercise, to be honest. So that's why we have to go back.
We started off with the vision. So the vision of the company is everybody on the same page when you're talking. And usually it's the CEO who kind of sets that vision and everybody kind of goes along with that. So if you're working with a company that you share the vision with, you're going to put in your 110%.
Yeah, well, and it might be the CEO that shares the vision, but if the CEO sits in his corner office and creates that vision without engaging, a diverse spectrum of the organization and creating that, then forget it. Number one, it's probably not going to be a very complete vision. Number two, the acceptance of that vision as might be declared by that CEO it's just not going to fall on acceptable ears. So I would urge and if you need help on how to do this, we can help you with that. But let's take you through at least 3 steps on creating that vision with your team.
Okay.
Hopefully you have a team. Number one, it's a vivid description. Hopefully my handwriting is okay. Description of success at some time certain in the future. So it can get actually pretty vague and unbelievable if you say, 10 years from now I want to be here. In your dreams, maybe. Okay, but what I'd like you to do is to bring that back, reel it in, and say, where do I want to be 3 years from now? Now, some would say, well, Dave, you're violating certain long-term planning principles that typically go 5 years. And I go, yeah, I get that. I understand that. But I want it to be as real as it can be.
Yep.
So I don't want you going out much more than 3 years. When we bring people in,
because when I first set up my business plan, I think I had a 10-year goal and a 5-year goal when I was going for a business loan. And here we are 30 years in, and I think we kind of are there. But then again, we revisited it.
The first thing is to sit down with your team and say, well, what's a vivid description of success? And a vivid description of success means that, number one, you can visualize it. I mean, you can, it's like, I can see it. So you visualize it,
And that your team is usually your upper management.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you've got a large organization, you maybe send out a survey to get what their feedback is.
If you're going to create the vision, however, I keep your group down to like immediate staff, and in many of our clients, they're smaller businesses. They don't have a staff of 5 people.